Okay, the first thing I noticed on this motherboard is that there's this ATX 12 volt, 24 volt pin over here that my case does not have. Oh look, you can see my pajamas, nice. And that you do not have enough power cords for. So I didn't know if that was going to be a problem. The other thing I noticed is that memory was not seated correctly and this particular socket is busted. The other thing I noticed is that you had way too much heatsink paste on it, and that's probably even way too much there. And you're also missing a mount, so that could be causing some problems. But I did get it to post, so let me put this back together and see how much farther we can get with it. Oh, okay. So, and speaking of post, I did have to make my own speaker, which is connected to my sound. And trust me, you will jump when that thing comes on. If I can remember where the button is. Oh, there we go. So it's thinking. There, yeah, and I jumped. So, oh, there we go. So we got a screen. We'll try and work from there. I gotta turn it off quick before it burns up. Okay, I've reseated the heat sink. And this is a really terrible design if you're missing one of the pins. So I really only have pressure down on this side and this side, which means it's even wobblier than it usually is. And we're back in here. So let's see where we can go. Nice. We're at 28 degrees Celsius. So I'm not beating the crap out of it yet. Let's see if we can get it to boot. What kind of a junk design is that? I have to put the SATA connector in sideways, looking up documentation online before I can figure out how to plug the cable in? Who designed this? Okay, last try. Can't find the button. There we go. Starting to rattle a little bit. There's the beep that makes me jump. So I never got this to work. I don't know why. Oh, we just missed the BIOS screen. So now it's going to Windows. Got the hard drive hooked up. I did try this on my computer. It also hated that. So my guess would be that you got a bad video card. You also have a terrible CPU cooler, and I would replace that so you can shut your case. But it will come up in a minute, and we will see Windows, and I won't have a password to get in. So then I'll shut it down again. But this seems to be working. The funny thing is I decided, well, I'm not going to even try your power supply, because you did this with your power supply like a million times. What difference would that make? Got a little cable noise here. Hold on. Now we got a lot of cable noise. Now we got all the cable noise. There we go. So what difference would that make? Tried it a bunch. Did not work at all. Hated me. I was just going to complain to you about all the various pieces and parts that are broken in here and tell you to buy a new computer. But then I tried your power supply and it came up and gave me a post. So still waiting for Windows to come up though. Still thinking. So I'll put it all back together. I did hook up half a connector because one was available. No idea if that's right. And I hooked up the power. I didn't hook up anything else. I'll leave that for you guys to figure out. But there we are, completely booted. Monday, June 24th. That's wrong, 5:38 p.m. And if I try and get in, who's it going to get me in as? Oh, Max. Yeah, well, I'm not Max, so I can't get in. So I'll put it together, put this video card in the bag and give it all back to you, man. Sounds good. Talk to you soon.